What's going on, everybody? It's Trey Leo, and exciting times ahead. Very exciting times ahead. Honestly, I don't have a horse in this race. Um, I like them both fairly well, and I know little about both of them. I mean, movie lore, some comic book lore for Doctor Strange. I know a little bit about him. Um, Doctor Fate, he's a little bit more mysterious. I know he has some origins in a primordial sense. So, you know what? I don't know. Let's just take it and I'll let them do the explaining, and then I'm gonna do what I do. Hope everyone had a good day. Is having a good day, and the week has been fairly well. I don't talk much, but I do care. And I do acknowledge those who watch, who subscribe. I appreciate you all very much. And, well, I really do. I mean, this is the reason why I do it. Because you all. So, anyway, you all appreciate it. And newcomers are also appreciated. At any rate, I'm talking. I done said that at any rate like 3-4 times already. So, let's just get right into it.
The art of magic is a perplexing thing. Only those with the right knowledge, talent, and willpower can truly claim to be the most powerful wizards of all.
Like Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme of Marvel Comics.
And Dr. Fate, DC's defender of cosmic order.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to...
Okay, before I go, see, the reason why I say it's going to be so hard is because both of these particular guys are kind of like overseers of their domain. Like, although Doctor Strange, well, they touched on it in the Infinity Wars a little bit. I did see Infinity Wars, by the way. But he's looked at as like a lesser, but honestly, he's high tier, very high tier. Like people look at him like, who the hell are you? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. That guy, he can whoop some ass. He could probably beat all the Avengers' ass. No, he could. I don't know. I mean, he beat Dormammu in the first movie, so there's that. At any rate, and Doctor Fate, I mean, well, I don't know much about him, honestly. I don't know. Anyway, let's get right into it. Sorry.
analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Dr. Stephen Strange wasn't just any brilliant neurosurgeon, he was the very best.
Too bad he was also a prick who cared more about the money he made than the patients he worked on.
Sensational patients bring recognition. Recognition brings money, and money keeps Wellhaven stores open.
Can't blame him though. When your entire family kicks the bucket one by one like Stevens did, it's kinda hard to get attached to anybody else. Also, money's just great.
Strange's talent at the operating table earned him celebrations worldwide. His work became more expensive, and his bank account rose into the millions.
And then... Don't text and drive, kids. Strange survived, but his hands got terrible nerve damage, making them useless for complex tasks like, oh, I don't know, surgery. Pretty inconvenient.
To find a cure, Strange spent his entire fortune and traveled the...
This guy's handwriting worse than mine. Mine's is just as bad. Chicken scratch. I was never a particular person that had great handwriting. Oh my God. At any rate, that's just sidebar banner.
globe until he found the Ancient One. He had heard of this man's befuddling mystic healing powers, and at this point, he was up for trying anything.
But the old dude refused to cure him. Instead, he offered to teach Strange how to use magic himself and become a superhero. Who needs hands when you have magic?
Through his training, Strange discovered many secrets of the universe, along with plenty of handy spells. He has learned so many charms, jinxes, enchantments, conjurations, hexes, and incantations that it would be impossible to list them all now, but he certainly has his...
You know, one thing I will say, and before they mention, or I don't know if they're going to mention it, I don't like Doctor Strange in the fact that most of his abilities are from other people. You know, he borrows abilities from other people. And I'm not sure how canon or how up to date the comic book is now, but as far as I remember, he got a reboot. He lost some powers. And yeah, that's pretty much what I know. But I mean, aside from that fact, it's okay. But I don't like the fact that he pretty much he ends up in debt to these people for like borrowing powers from them and things like that, which makes him super strong. But if ever he gets out of line or decides that he don't want to play ball no more, then it's bye powers. I don't know. It puts him at a disadvantage. Kind of like the Kakashi of this whole deal, except Kakashi, that's a Naruto reference. Kakashi actually owns the abilities that he learns. But anyway.
Favorites.
Like the nearly unbreakable bands of Sidorak. Unless you're super strong like the Hulk or Thanos, no way you're snapping these chains.
He can surround foes in everlasting fire with the flames of Faltine. Launch energy shots called the bolts of Balthak.
You hear say Balzac?
Knock out foes with the mists of Morpheus. And shield himself using the 7 rings of Ragador.
Who the hell came up with these spell names? Whatever happened to plain old Abracadabra? Everybody loves that one.
Other techniques of his include illusions, hypnotism, protective force fields, telekinesis, immortality, time manipulation, power stealing, teleportation, dimensional travel, transmutation, spell nullification,
and he can turn himself into a ghost! Ooh.
That's his astral form, a projection of Strange's soul separate from his body, which defies the laws of physics.
Look, Wiz, he can go through walls and fly around. That's a ghost.
To invoke these spells, Strange audibly calls upon the powers of the Vishanti, 3 godly beings of enormous power.
Oh, that one's a kitty.
I summon forth the shielding powers of the Vishanti.
Oh, shoot. It said something about the Mamoru. Hold on. I want to go back and see that real quick. I'm sorry.
Vishanti, 3 godly beings of enormous...
It says other deities he invokes includes... I don't know. The Olympian gods and the Mamoru. Go figure.
Power.
Oh, that one's a kitty.
I summon forth the shielding powers of the Vishanti.
Impressive. He sure puts Mysterio's hocus pocus to shame.
Anyway, after many years of study, Strange's mentor was slain by a creepy hentai monster, and Strange was granted the title of Sorcerer Supreme, which is like a normal sorcerer with all the toppings.
As Sorcerer Supreme, Strange was deemed the most powerful magic user and defender of the world. To better perform his duties, he carries numerous magical artifacts which assist him in battle.
The Cloak of Levitation lets him fly without magic and has a mind of its own, like Aladdin's magic carpet, but way more stylish. The Wand of Watum amplifies his powers, and the Axe of Angaru, whatever, comes from mystical beings. Fun fact, Strange found that axe in my ex-wife's old witch cave. Apartment.
But most versatile of all is the Eye of Agamotto. With this amulet, Strange can perceive any truth, absorb massive amounts of energy, enhance his psychic powers, and fire a light that can weaken and obliterate magical entities.
If you haven't noticed, Doctor Strange is super powerful. With all this magical mumbo-jumbo, he's taken on some of the biggest threats in the universe.
Set me free! No, I've come to bargain.
And if he ever gets stuck, he basically just rewrites the rules of reality, which is probably what happens when you divide by 0.
That's not even possible.
Exactly! It's Magic Whiz. Anything can happen.
Strange's astral form has traveled across the planet in, quote, precious seconds, putting him at several million miles per hour.
Even better, when Adam Warlock once used an Infinity Gem to banish Strange to the far reaches of the universe, Strange just cast a spell that zoomed him all the way back. So yeah, F you, Adam.
Given what we see here, Doctor Strange was most likely sent to a void, or a large empty area between galaxies. The void where our galaxy resides is about 2 billion light years in diameter, with the Milky Way set relatively close.
You know what? In defense of Adam Warlock, because I can't just let them diss him like that. the incantations that Doctor Strange uses, I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's like teleporting out of a void. It's not hard when you have all these entities aiding you, you know? Not to mention that, I mean, it's kind of hard to even put into words, really, but when you're dealing with people of that capacity, a strong capacity, like, of course they're going to be able to negate each other's abilities, you know? It's like, I don't know. If someone said that, I don't know, Colossus once took a punch from the Hulk, it's not a big feat if he's in the same realm as the Hulk, you understand? Like, even though that's a bad example. That's the best way I can kind of explain what I'm trying to say here. So I'm not really impressed by that feat of him zapping back from Adam Warlock's. No. It's impressive that it's an Infinity Stone, but it's just one of the Infinity Stones. I mean, you know, in the Avengers, Loki had the Infinity Stone, which was in the form of a Tesseract, but he was still able to get his ass beat pretty bad. So it's not like the Infinity Stones are just OP type of artifacts, you know, altogether pretty formidable. But I digress. Going off on a tangent.
The center. Based on Strange's conversation here, we can assume a generously short time frame of 5 seconds. So, Strange must have moved over 4.2 septillion miles per hour. That's 6 quadrillion times the speed of light.
Damn! Oh, how about that time he ripped the soul out of his arch nemesis and sent him back in time? Or when he restored his cloak of levitation from mere scraps? Or when he beat up Galactus and totally scrambled his brain?
With his immense magical prowess, Strange has survived blasts from Voltor, a robot with the power to move stars, and even withstood a supernova. At minimum, an exploding star outputs over 350 septillion gigatons of TNT. That's 6 octillion times greater than the Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear weapon ever made.
Not impressed yet? Well, Strange can manipulate
Damn.
and detonate stars himself. That's right, this guy uses supernovas as weapons.
Strange is exceptionally clever, and while his physique is not superhuman, it's worth noting that he is a talented athlete and martial artist.
Okay, that was quite the list of feats, all acceptable through the power of his magical friends. Now, I keep saying this because him, like they said, he's just a normal guy outside of these vices here. So it's just interesting that he can do all these astronomical feats. And somebody can shoot him with a gun if he walks outside not paying attention or something, you know? Like, just saying. Still like the guy. Just kind of throwing some salt at him.
This is important as the use of magic can wear down the magician's body if it is unfit. His immortality has also proved incredibly useful.
I'll say, he's looking pretty good for a guy born in the 1930s.
More than that, at one point Strange was recruited by the Vishanti to fight in a magical war, which lasted 5,000 years.
Holy shit! I hope he got some really good veterans benefits after that. But for real, this guy has the power to protect the universe and reshape it however he wants. I know which doctor I'm calling the next time I'm sick.
Who are you?
I'm Doctor Strange.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Tell me, Boomstick, do you believe in fate?
I only believe in one thing, Wiz. 18-year, 100-proof whiskey.
Well, after accompanying his father on an archaeological expedition in Mesopotamia, 12-year-old Kent Nelson certainly did.
Instead of digging up boring old artifacts like tools or pottery, Kent uncovered a 10-billion-year-old god. Too bad waking him up also gassed Kent's dad to death.
This slumbering god was Nabu, a Lord of Order born from the very beginning of the universe. While Nabu normally cares little about the universally inconsequential concerns of individual humans, this time was different. Nabu took the newly orphaned Kent under his wing and taught him the ways of magic.
Oh, sweet! I'd take a god dad over an ordinary one any day. But really, I'd just take any dad.
Though Nabu wasn't too keen on the actual parenting part of the deal, so he just magicked Kent into a full-grown adult over the course of a week.
Does that mean he got hit with all those years of awkward puberty all at once? My God, talk about a mood swing.
To master the mystic arts, Nabu granted Kent 3 ancient relics. First and foremost, Kent donned the golden helmet of fate.
Well, Kent woke up the physical body. Nabu's...
Now see, this is where Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate vary. See, these 3 artifacts that he owns are his. Off the jump. Well, they're Nabu's, but you understand. He's not borrowing his powers from other entities as well. Sure he is. Other entities using his body as a vessel. So you know what? I take that back. I take back what I said before. That was they're pretty equal then. He's borrowed 3 artifacts and Doctor Strange has borrowed 1,000,000 artifacts. So still tough to call who's gonna win. We'll see.
soul is actually inside this helmet. So when Kent put it on, his spirit merged with Nabu's and they became Dr. Fate.
I am an agent of order.
Wait, he's 12. Technically, he can't be a doctor yet, right?
Well, in time, he became a trained physician and achieved a PhD in archaeology.
Good for him. Anyway, he's also got the Cloak of Destiny, which gave him flight, super strength, and superhuman durability.
Lastly, he received the Amulet of Anubis, a talisman which increases Fate's powers, counters opposing magic, and can launch an intense beam of magical firepower. It also houses its own pocket dimension, where the souls of past Dr. Fates reside.
Oh yeah, lots of people have worn that shiny helmet, and not all of them were doctors. Even Kent's wife, Enza, got it. But Kent is, like, the main one, so we're sticking with him.
As Dr. Fate, Kent became the immortal champion of the supernatural Lords of Order in their fight against the vile Lords of Chaos.
And he learned tons of wacky wizard skills he can use with just a thought. Perfect for putting chaos gods in their place.
Fate can use telekinesis, cast illusions, erect force fields, hypnotize foes, read minds, teleport vast distances, create an astral projection of himself, travel through time and dimensions, and even manipulate matter at a molecular level.
Let's face it, Wiz, he's so powerful he can basically do whatever the hell he wants. Like that time he did a Freaky Friday body swap with Blue Beetle like it was nothing. He can even conjure up Superman's Kryptonian powers for himself. That's right, this guy can just decide to be super.
Well, that's it. He's won. Like, that's it. If he can decide and pick powers and things like that, hold on, wait. That's right, Kent has stated all I have to do is visualize what I need to happen, and it happens. An additional, it's kind of hard to beat that. I mean, that's hard to beat. Superman, he's very OP, but not to mention the fact that this guy, well, he's done a lot of things, and Token Vo, Token Quasum Ra, and those psychic abilities he have to do, you know, he can pretty much manipulate matter and do things, even though that's pretty much OP Golden Superman or whatever. But I'm getting off track, and I'm probably messing up a lot of stuff. So please don't be too harsh on me when when commenting. I'm just going off a little rough summary of what I remember. Please be kind.
Man for a day.
With his mighty magic, Fate has turned buildings into dust, thrown a planet into a sun, and physically held back the destruction of the universe.
The helmet, just the helmet, once flew through space so fast it reached the velocity of God, and then bounced off the edge of the universe. What the hell does that even mean?
Fate has regenerated his body from a single thought, withstood hits from the likes of Superman and Ultraman, and somehow survived in a dimension of reality where literally nothing exists.
Who the hell is writing this crap?
Also, when DC decided to reboot their entire comic line, Fate was one of the only characters to survive the crisis that literally collapsed the multiverse.
But he does have one big weakness. The helmet is Nabu, and Nabu is the source of Fate's powers. So if you remove the helmet, he loses his magic.
For the most part, Kent does possess some magical ability of his own, like telekinesis and super strength, but he's not even remotely close to the potential of Dr. Fate. universe, and even further from the true fate. When the souls of a man, a woman, and a god come together, in this case Kent, Inza, and Nabu, they create Dr. Fate's ultimate state of being, an entity with enough power to rip the universe apart and effortlessly overpower other lords of order and chaos.
Sadly, like all Menage a Trois,
Holy shit. I never knew he could do that. Like, damn. I mean, Dr. Fate seems to have the upper hand over Dr. I can't even say his name, Dr. Strange. God dang. Woo. Interesting.
scenarios, keeping this going for too long could destroy all three of them. So Fate doesn't go final form unless he absolutely has to.
Still, the people of the cosmos can sleep easy knowing fate is on their side.
Your fate is utterly binding.
Who are you?
Well, let me show you, my friend.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, I'll teach you how to be a wizard in the kitchen.
No. We've already eaten today, and I can't do it again. This is just gonna make me even more hungry. So we gotta fast forward this guy. Blue Apron. Why'd they had white macaroni? All right, just about. Oh, that's it. The finished product. Damn. Damn, looks good.
Stephen Strange. It has come to my attention that there are two Sorcerer Supremes in this existence. I am here to resolve this embarrassment.
Oh shit, it's like some Highlander shit. There can only be one.
I see somebody needs a lesson in manners.
Pitiful.
Taste the flames of the poteen! How's that for embarrassment?
Fool, you are merely a doctor. I am a god.
This is April.
By the way, I'm sorry. Very good touch on changing universes and dimensions. Kind of, I like that. It's an epic battle of big proportions.
Aha! I understand your power now. So the god is just a man in disguise. Let's see how you fare with him. Oster, grab me the crimson bag. Let's sit around.
A friend once told me the helmet doesn't make the man. But I will use it! Witness Face your true fate.
Uh-oh. This dude just went Ultra Instinct in Dragon Ball Z universe. Oh, man.
I can't stop you here. Maybe in there.
First of all, that wouldn't work. Both of those guys are very aware of spiritual energies. He could never slip past him with a mere astral travel type of thing. No.
By the hoary hosts of August. Where am I? Doctor Strange. Welcome to our home. To the
Damn. No, Doctor Strange. Come back. I thought it was no for a second. I thought it was about to come. He was about to come back and do something, but it makes sense.
Don't doctors take an oath to never take a life or whatever?
Analyzing this matchup was bizarre. You might even say it was strange?
Save the puns, Wiz. That's my job. But yeah, both these Doctor Wizards were so stupidly powerful, trying to find their limit was like looking for a needle in a haystack. But nobody remembered to put the needle there in the first place.
With their maximum potential seemingly unmeasurable, it's easy to make an argument for either one to win. If given the chance, Strange could have certainly, say, stolen Fate's powers, or maybe even just willed him out of existence.
I bet plenty of Strange fans are letting us know how in the comments below.
And that's fine, but Death Battle looks at the larger picture to find the most likely outcome of them all, and Fate simply held the advantage on a grander scale.
Strange may have fought a 5,000-year war, but Nabu's been around since the beginning of the universe. Over 10 billion years. He definitely had way more experience.
Fate also had the advantage of casting the majority of his spells non-verbally, while many of Strange's required specific hand movements and incantations. Still, it was only a matter of time until the Eye of Agamotto informed Strange of Fate's one weakness.
Deep out!
It says Fate also has developed numerous counters to protect the helmet and host should it be removed. It is no longer the... I figured that. I mean, that's a stupid weakness to have. Like, oh, I'm real strong, but my glasses is gone. I can't see and I'm blind. You can whip my ass. Like, no.
Him wasn't as easy as you'd think. He had his own magic, and his superhuman strength was something Strange didn't have at all. Basically, anything Strange could do, Fate could do too, but even more.
Remember how
Now, see, this one's interesting, the Time Stone. Even if Strange had the Time Stone from the MCU, Marvel Comic Universe, the outcome would not be likely changed, as both Strange and Fate have performed time. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know anything about him doing without the stone, but that's probably another one of Doctor Strange's borrowed powers and things like that.
Strange cast a spell which moved him 6 quadrillion times the speed of light?
Yep! Now remember how Fate's helmet flew from Earth to the edge of the universe and back?
It took about 1 year to make this trip. Given the estimated scope of the observable and unknown universe, a trip of this magnitude would require the helm to fly nearly 28 decillion times the speed of light. That's over 4 quintillion times faster than Strange.
Hold on, what the fuck? With them numbers, like, what does that even mean? What? Oh my shit. Wow, let's just say he's faster than him. Like, why you gotta, I mean, damn. That's pretty fast. That's faster than probably any other damn Flashes, and who knows? Now that's a debate. Doctor Strange faster? I mean, Dr. Fate faster than the Flash, or? I mean, primordial being, and it's been around forever. Somebody had to create the Speed Force and all these things. Where'd that come from?
Look at it this way. Strange was a man borrowing the powers of a god, while Fate's a god borrowing a man. Plus, that power boost with Inza's soul from the amulet put Fate on a level above the gods in his universe. Something Strange can't really do himself.
Both Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate possessed incomprehensibly impressive magic, but Fate held more experience, greater physical abilities, and a wider range of talents.
Which left Steven stuck with a strange twist of fate.
The winner is Dr. Fate.
All right. Fast forward. Let's see. Oh, no. Just remember. Wow. Now, see, that's not right. I don't like that. Because I like Jin, I like Ryu, but I also like Street Fighter and like Tekken. But I'm fully aware that the people in Street Fighter are probably way stronger than the people in Tekken. For one, and I'm just going to leave it off on this, I'm not going to say anything else. Kuma once punched an island in half, or something to that nature. Nobody in Tekken has done anything comparable to it. I mean, sure, maybe Kazuya, Devil Kazuya is blowing up some mountains or something like that, but I don't know. This is going to be interesting. And then there's the whole projectiles that Ryu has versus Jin. He has none, except for when he goes to Devil Jin, he's got the little eye beam thing. Oh, but then Evil Ryu. Don't forget about Evil. Oh, God. It's going to be good. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you're having a good day. Once again, have a good day. Be safe. Trey Leo, I'll catch you all next time.